William Henry Henricks. I was born on the 26th of the 7th, 33, Corbridge Maternity Hospital, then brought back to Hackson where I lived all my life. My earliest memories of Hackson was moving from, I used to live on Dean Street, which is down the east end of Hackson, and I moved around close to council housing estate. All the time I lived up there, my father was ill, and he died when I was 7-year-old. I couldn't tell you exactly, but pretty early in the war. Yeah, we had to grow up pretty quick. I went to school at 5, to the SEAL school, just along the road. I was there till I was 7. Then I went to the junior school till I was 11. I failed 11 plus. I went to the senior school. If you passed 11 plus, you went to the grammar school, you got a job with your head, you know. If you failed, you went to senior school and you ended up working with your hands. I really enjoyed school. All the way through, I really enjoyed it. The school leaving age then was 14-year-old, but anybody born before the 26th of the 7th, 33, had to stay another year at school. That was actually my birthday. I think it was at Christmas time, the headmaster took me in and he said, if any of we could get a job, we should have been there till the summer, if any of we could get a job, we would just take it. So, and I done that. I got a job then. I started as a telegram boy at the post office. 3-mile radius of Hackson. You went on a push bike, delivered the telegrams. Hackson was divided in two. The west end was more the affluent people. The east end was like the council houses and that, you know. But never much conflict or anything. Everybody knew everybody, you know. Nobody, you never locked your doors. If your door was locked, the key was on a bit of string through the letterbox. So your friends, anybody just let themselves in, you know. Yeah, there was no pinching and that going on. At our end, nobody had nothing to pinch. The house that we left had an outside toilet, you know, and we went an upstairs flat on Dean Street. You had to go down the steps to an outside toilet, and when I moved around close, you had a flush toilet, nice kitchen, living room, 2 bedrooms, nice big garden. Everybody done their gardens in them days, with the war being on. 9 out of 10 people had hens, panties, rabbits, you know, and it was good. It was an adventure, the war to us. I've been more frightened of COVID than I was of the war. Summers were great in them days. It didn't seem to rain, and you were never in the house. You were always out and countryside and fishing, rabbiting, cutting trees down. The only thing that ever drove you home was hunger. When you were hungry, we went home. Nothing to worry about, you know, nothing like that is today. When I was in the Scouts, we used to go down to the station. There was some London soldiers in and asked if we could get any eels. So me and my friend went down the Tyne Green, and we were there all day and we got about 3. So this old guy come along and he's asked what we were doing, and we told him. He said, come back tomorrow and I'll show you how to catch eels. So on Tyne Green there was the sewerage works, and all the rubbish from the slaughterhouse used to be taken down there. So he got some sandbags, 2 sandbags, a intestine of a cow, put in the barrel, and where this burn I'm talking about runs into Tyne, he says that's where the eels all lie. And he filled the bags up with this rubbish, tied a string on them, put a few slots in with a jackknife, threw them into the river, and he's just sitting smoking his pipe, lying over the rails. He says, right, well, lads, pull them in. And 5 and 6 eels every time in the back, you know, just feeding on the rubbish. So we took them along to the hospital for them, and they were all right. In the camp, they used to cook their own meals there then. Then when my mother came home the next night, we were told not to take any more eels to the hospital and stunk the kitchens out. What I can remember, 4th Street had 3 pubs. There's none of them left. There was the Sun Inn, the Bluebell and the White Hart. There was 4 grocery shops on 4th Street. And where Rob's is now, well, Rob's is a high-class department store when it started. And it started on the right-hand side of the road, going in from the Priest Popple. And what they done, they knocked so many old shops down, and they knocked so many down on the other side, and they built this nice facade up. And they had a bridge across that you could walk across. You go into one shop and walk across to the other. Now we were told that what you call the seal over there, it's a big embankment, like flat on the top and big slope. When they built the abbey, they didn't have scaffolds around there, so they used to pile soil up. Just kept putting earth up and build it up. Then when it's finished, it was all taken away and dumped there. That was the story we were told when we were kids. That's how the seal come to be. It was a great sledging place for work. And it's a football ground, it's a really well-used area. It's just over the back of the parkway.